everyone, and welcome to the end of week 2. I just thought I'd film a video as we start to approach week 3. There's a fair bit going on in week 3, so I thought I might shoot you a video to give you some information on it. Firstly, it's great to see that there's most of you have attempted the week 2 activity on academic integrity, the case studies on Felicity and Last Minute Wayne. And there's some fantastic ideas in there to help you develop your understanding of paraphrasing, of plagiarism, of referencing, etc. So make sure you have a go at them. It's great to see that you're all having a go at all 3 of those attempts. Week 3, we're moving more into credible sources. It's going to help us with our researching and understanding how to research for credible sources for our upcoming assessments. In the readings and the learning materials for this week, you'll see a reading highlighted Metzger. This is the major reading for this unit, along with the future skills. So it's really important that if you want to, you can download or print that out. It's important that you read over it. You're going to draw on it in your assessments. It's actually a requirement that you reference Metzger in assignment 2. So it's a really great reading to get ahead of. It's a big reading. It's a little thick. It's a little heavy. So I'd get a head start on it now if you can. So what else is going to happen on Monday is the quiz is going to open, the Assessment 1 quiz. So you've got a whole week to do this quiz. It closes at 5 p.m. on the Friday. But sometimes technical issues get in the way, sometimes life gets in the way. So I do recommend you having a go at it early, if you can, just in case anything pops up. You get 3 attempts at, sorry about that, I'll just move that away, telling me to go on a holiday. You get 3 attempts at this quiz. And I will take your highest mark out of all 3 attempts. If you get 10 out of 10 on that first one, by all means, that's fine. If you get 9 out of 10 on their first one, why not have a go and see if you can get 10 out of 10 on the second one? There will be no extensions for the quiz, and I can't reset it. So it has to be done in that week before the 5 p.m. Sunday. So I do urge you to get onto that really early. In our Assessment 1 forum in the discussion board, I've put up some information in there to help you with little tips for it. If you've been working your way through the week 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2 and 3 learning materials, you're not going to find this quiz too hard at all. You also will have got an email from Tanya O'Loughlin today, the unit coordinator. If you have a look in your home page under announcements, if you click on announcements, it's another way that you can actually view the email that she sent out today. If you have a look up here, you'll see looking for further information on Assessment 1 that she sent out today. So check your emails or come here and read this as well. There's some videos in there to help you with Assessment 1. Really important to know that information going into doing the quiz. The other thing that's happening Monday is that we're going to run our Collaborate session for Assessment 2, so credible sources. So I'm going to be running that with Jason, who is another ELA in this unit. And we're going to be talking about what's required for Assessment 2. And you can bring questions to that Collaborate session if you would like to. In the Collaborate forum of our discussion board is information on how to get to the Collaborate session. The other way you can do it is back in the home page here, click this Collaborate button, and then click on Amanda and Jason, and that will take you to the Collaborate session. Try and get in a little bit earlier than the 7:30 time start, just to make sure that you've got everything settled and organised before we actually start right on the dot of 7:30. These sessions usually run for only about an hour, so it's great to get in there early just to test that everything's working okay in case there's any issues. As I said, with the week 3 activity we've got this week is actually a practice run for Assessment 2. So the topic for week 3, what we want you to do in the week 3 activity is start to develop your researching skills of understanding what a credible source is. So we've got a topic of vaccinations in week 3 here. There's 2 articles there that you need to actually evaluate to see if one's more credible than the other. And this gives you practice when you go into your Assessment 2, where you have to actually evaluate 2 sources of your own. What I would like you to know is as you approach Assessment 2, the 2 sources that you must use need to be able to be related back to professional practice. So you can't use the vaccination topic at all for your assessment. If you're in education, you want to be a teacher, then you need to use sources that relate to education. If you want to be a psychologist, you need to use sources that relate to psychology. So you've always got to have these sources that relate back to professional practice for assessment too. So that's really something important. Make sure you've read Metzger before you start to approach assessment too as well. But we will cover all of this in the Collaborate session on Monday night. So that's it for me today. I'll be around on the discussion board at times over the weekend, obviously, and I will be at the Collaborate on Monday night after the quiz is open. But if you have any questions, just shoot me an email. You've all got my address, or I'll be on the discussion board and you can ask questions then. Have a lovely couple of days. Sun's shining in Melbourne, so enjoy it if you can. Talk to you soon, guys.